I've been taking his enemies down too. And the one who's been pointing me toward them is Craven. I can't let him get away with this. I need to know more inside information on Fisk. And I've got an old friend who can get it. Every second counts.
Can anyone get me down from here?
On my way. Hold on. And me without my marshmallows. Harry probably knows more about Fisk than anyone.
You're A-okay in my book.
The Daily Bugle? It's a rag! Spidey's gonna show you...
You know, water balloons...
Please! I'm trapped in here!
Coming! Keep calling out! And me without my marshmallows.
Thank you, Spider-Man!
Witnesses say Spider-Man went into the burning building without any regard for his own safety.
I hope the bad guys appreciate... all the effort I go through looking for them. Whatever she's working on, I bet it can help me out. Perfection. Very interesting.
Mr. Negative controls Chinatown. We've got plenty of eyewitnesses to his crimes. We could convict him easily, if we could ever find him. His weird appearance and incredible strength clearly show superhuman power, and they make him hard to ID. He's like a negative image on a photograph. His face is always in shadow. I don't know what kind of weird energy he controls, but we need to find a way to stop it.
Mencken to Ravencroft agents. Max Dillon is being transferred.
You know, I'd love to know how the task force is gonna stop the crime wave when all they ever do is come after me.
Spidey rules!
Suspected burglary in progress. Stand by for location.
Got the spider! Fellas, I got him!
You deliberately moving really slowly? Is this like Harry's been working closely with Fisk? Maybe he's got inside info on him.
Come on, show me what you got!
I was really scared that someone might see me fighting you losers.
Spider-Man showed once again that no crime is too small to escape his notice.
Those two are up to no good. Good shot. Gotcha.
Mencken to all agents. Against my advice, our late founder's son, Harry, has decided to run Oscorp himself. Legally, this is his right, but in order to promote continuity of operations and a smooth changeover, I would remind you that you work for me, and will continue to report directly and only to me. Further, you will keep a man watching young Mr. Osborn at all times. Covertly. This is, of course, for his own protection in an extremely hostile business climate.
Mr. Negative controls Chinatown.
Spidey, you ever get hassled? Tell him to come say it to me.
Every day a new crisis, a new distraction. Armed lunatics take hostages in our building. Some low-level employee gets himself electrocuted on the job. I don't need this. I can't have it. And the whole city's a mess. If the police can't keep order, I will. The battle armor we're developing for the military could help. I don't have the connections in local government to make it work, but I know a potential investor who does.
The guy, but Harry's his partner in the task force. He might know something I can use. Harry's more likely to talk to his old pal Peter Parker than some nut in a costume.
Wow. Everyone knows Fisk is crooked. But you're saying he's actually setting himself up as the top crime boss in New York?
That's what I've been hearing. I'm working with Whitney Chang on a story, and she needs proof. You're closer to Fisk than anyone I know.
Not really. He keeps his business private. But, as an investor, I do have access to the task force's financial records.
Oh.
Okay. One of the addresses you gave me came up. Large payments to a security consultant. Fisk handles all the personnel decisions. He's the one who hired this Kravinoff guy. But he cooked the books, so technically, Oscorp's paying him. He's trying to throw me under the bus.
Join the club.
You okay?
Yeah, it's just... I trusted someone I shouldn't have. And I probably should have seen it, but... after losing my dad and Uncle Ben, I guess I wanted to believe.
You wanted a father figure. I know what that's like. My dad shut me out of his life to focus on saving his own. And all he ended up leaving me was the disease that killed him.
Harry, I'm sorry. What is it?
It's genetic. Very rare. Degenerative. My father extended his life by spending a fortune while he looked for a cure. I don't have that kind of time.
There's gotta be some hope.
Gene therapy. That's what all my dad's research was about.
Is that why Norman started the cross-species experiments?
Yeah. He thought he could give himself the resistance some animals have to conditions like this. But the closest he ever got was the work he did on spiders with your father.
But Dad disappeared, and his work went with him. Your task force, their body armor has medical applications. Can it help at all?
It's not a cure, but it can give mobility to people who can't get around on their own. The task force has helped me improve on it, and protect my research from criminals who'd steal it. But it was a mistake to work with Fisk.
He knows you're sick?
He figured it out. And now he's waiting for me to die so he can take Oscorp for himself.
Your task force, their body armor has
Listen, Pete. Take it from a guy who knows. When the people you trust turn their back on you, it's just proof you have to handle your problems yourself. But sometimes, you still need help.
Harry, I'll do whatever I can for you. Just tell me what—
Spider-Man. No one knows for sure how he got his powers. But he looks to me like the only successful, healthy example of cross-species genetics out there. You take pictures of him. You must have some way of reaching him.
Well,
Peter, I need Spider-Man's blood.
that's what I'm talking about.
As if I didn't have enough problems. Now I have to worry about Oscorp being stolen out from under me. Donald Mencken's supposed to work for me. And for now, he's doing what I say. But it's obvious he'd like to run the place. Then there's Wilson Fisk. He keeps offering to buy the company. I might even sell it, if I didn't need Oscorp's research division to find a cure for my disease. I've got to watch them. They'd both stab me in the back without thinking twice. I caught up with Peter Parker. We used to be pretty good friends when we were kids, and our dads were partners. I was hoping he might be able to tell me more about his father's research, but he doesn't know any more than I do. Less, actually. Based on Dad's papers, I get the impression Richard Parker went on the run because Dad wanted to weaponize his research. Typical Norman Osborn. He either ran off or killed the one guy who might have been able to save his life.